Something huge has just happened. Over the past 24 hours, India's entire military game plan has been fundamentally rewritten. We've seen a series of massive, frankly groundbreaking announcements that are setting the stage for a totally new era of national defense. So let's break down exactly what this all means.
It all kicks off with this number: $36 billion. This is the staggering price tag on what's already being called the mother of all defense deals. A figure this large, well, it doesn't just buy equipment, it sends a very clear and very powerful message to the rest of the world.
But you've got to understand, this is so much more than just a shopping spree. What we're seeing here, with these acquisitions and initiatives, is a fundamental change in India's national strategy. It's a decisive pivot, a move towards a much stronger offensive capability, way more self-reliance, and a far more assertive role on the world stage.
All right, so here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll look at 5 key parts of this revolution. First, the massive power play happening in the skies. Then, we'll dive into the new guardians of the seas. After that, we'll explore the self-reliance revolution taking place right at home. Check out the strategic partnerships being formed, and finally, see how this all comes together in a major show of force.
So, let's start with the absolute centerpiece of this $36 billion deal, a colossal upgrade for the Indian Air Force. And the goal here is nothing less than complete dominance in the skies.
114, that's the number. The Defense Acquisition Council has officially given the green light for 114 new Rafale multi-role fighter jets. This is a deal of truly historic proportions. It's one of the largest and most significant fighter jet buys anywhere in the world in a very long time.
And look, this isn't just about getting more planes for the sake of it. This is about fixing a critical strategic problem. It's no secret the Indian Air Force has been dealing with a squadron shortage. This move plugs that gap directly by adding 6 brand new squadrons to the fleet. The goal? It's crystal clear. Establish unquestionable air superiority and create a powerful deterrent in the sky.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just an off-the-shelf purchase from overseas. No way. The Ministry of Defense is insisting that a whopping 50 to 60% of the content in these new jets must be indigenous. This is a massive, massive victory for the Make in India initiative. It guarantees that Indian companies, both public and private, are going to be right at the heart of the manufacturing process.
And the upgrades don't even stop with the jets. The deal also packs in a serious arsenal of SCALP cruise missiles. Now, what does this do? It gives the entire Rafale fleet, both the old and the new birds, a deadly, long-range precision strike weapon. This dramatically boosts India's standoff capability. In simple terms, it means being able to take out high-value targets from way outside the reach of any enemy air defenses.
Okay, but this revolution isn't just confined to the air. A similar and just as dramatic transformation is happening at sea, where India is really starting to flex its muscles as a major maritime power.
The Defense Acquisition Council has also signed off on a $3 billion deal for 6 more P-8I Poseidon aircraft. Think of these as the Navy's eyes and ears, constantly scanning the horizon. Their main job is long-range maritime surveillance and, maybe most importantly, hunting for submarines. That's an absolutely vital skill in the increasingly tense waters of the Indian Ocean. And all this new hardware is being backed up with real strategic leadership. Get this! The Indian Navy has just taken command of the multinational Combined Task Force 154 based in Bahrain. This is a huge deal, both diplomatically and militarily. It's a signal that other world powers are now looking at India as a preferred security partner, a country that's not just expected to, but is fully capable of helping maintain global maritime security.
Which brings us to the real engine driving this whole transformation: the revolution in domestic defense production. We're seeing the long-held dream of Make in India become a tangible, battlefield-ready reality.
For the ground forces, the Council is moving forward with an order for 100,000 indigenously developed Vibhav anti-tank mines. That's a massive order, and it's a huge step towards self-reliance in a critical area of ground combat. The idea is to stop depending so heavily on foreign suppliers for these absolutely essential battlefield tools.
And that same self-reliance is taking to the skies. An Indian-made 125-kilogram air bomb developed by a private company called Solar Defense has just passed all its trials. It's now cleared for use on both the Su-30 MKI and the Jaguar fighters. This gives the Air Force a new, low-cost, high-precision domestic option instead of expensive foreign bombs. It's a win-win for operational flexibility and India's own defense industry. And they're not just thinking about today, they're looking ahead. A massive investment of 300 crore rupees has been approved to set up a private sector UAV manufacturing hub in Odisha. This is a strategic bet on the future of warfare. It's about positioning India to become a global leader in designing, building, and even exporting drone technology.
Now, of course, this big domestic push isn't happening in a bubble. It's actually being boosted and amplified by deliberately strengthening key international partnerships, especially the one with the United States.
Just listen to this quote from U.S. Assistant Secretary S. Paul Kapoor. He's talking about how the momentum in the partnership has continued, and it's all focused on one thing: helping India protect its sovereignty. With multiple advanced weapon systems in the pipeline, this relationship is laser-focused on giving India a decisive technological edge.
A perfect example of this in action is the Sudarshana, also known as the S-400 air defense system. It apparently played a decisive role in a recent successful operation codenamed Sindoor. Its performance was reportedly so good that now there are talks underway to buy a whole lot more missiles for it, making sure this powerful aerial shield stays absolutely impenetrable.
So, you've got the new jets, the new patrol planes, and a surge in homegrown weapons, all backed by strong alliances. But what does it all actually look like when you put it together on the battlefield? Well, that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, a very public demonstration of all this new integrated military power. The Indian Air Force has confirmed it. Exercise Vayu Shakti is happening on February 27th at the Pokhran Range. And this is not just some ceremonial flyby. This is a live weapon firing demonstration. We're talking over 120 aircraft, including the new Rafales, the homegrown Tejas, and Su-30 MKIs, all showcasing their precision strike capabilities. This is the visible, tangible proof of India's ready and integrated air power.
So, when you connect all these dots, from the sky to the sea and right back to the factory floor, a very clear picture starts to emerge. What we've seen in the last 24 hours isn't just another news story. It represents a coordinated, deliberate, and truly transformative moment for India's entire defense sector and its national security doctrine. This is a revolution.
All the pieces are now on the board: the incredible investment, the long-term strategy, and this fierce determination for self-reliance. Which really leaves us with one final big question. Are we right now witnessing the exact moment India truly solidifies its position as a global military power?